You are now listening to the M.K.P Podcast.
Hello and welcome to episode 22 of the M.K.P Podcast. I'm Matt, that's Kush, and today we have no Paul.
No Paul today.
Bring back our Paul. They
Yeah,
took our Paul.
They took Paul.
It's
a bit of a shambles.
It is. It's a complete shambles. Kush has work in a few hours. Paul has missing. Literally. Paul has missing. Not is missing. He has missing. And I have COVID. Yeah. Like, it's a complete shambles. It's actually a shambles. Nah, I'm almost recovered now. I'm almost recovered.
Yeah, I know you've been isolating for a while now, so it's like you ain't got long left, haven't you?
Well, I missed the last episode because I went on holiday. I came back off holiday, and I had COVID. So, but my isolation ends. Yeah, my isolation ends like the day this podcast comes out. So, it's good.
It's a win then.
It's good.
Yeah, that's good then. It's basically a win.
Yeah. Other than that, what else have we been up to?
What have we been up to? I mean, now uni has started now, so you're probably going back to uni now, aren't you, or something?
Not for like another month. Not for me.
Oh yeah, a lot of people.
Mine starts later than most.
Haven't you got your accommodation yet, or not?
Not doing accommodation this year.
You're not?
No,
I don't blame you.
Stay home and commute. And if that doesn't work, then I'll look into accommodation. But I know where I want to stay in my third year, so it's all good. It's all good. I've been working on a few little bits and pieces for the podcast behind the scenes. Got a few things in the works that I can't say.
Can't say, boys, but
although keep an eye out.
From what are we? Yeah.
Keep an eye out for November. In November, we've got some things happening.
Yeah. There's some huge things actually happening. This is like, and if you know what November is, then
November is quite special for us.
It's very special.
If you go back a year or so.
You go back a year,
I guess we should just get into topics or news.
Oh, both. Let's do that.
Right. First news topic. There was another fight. Jake Paul had some scrap in a car park. Let's talk about it.
Oh, Jake Paul's fight. Fucking hell. I don't even know.
Jake Paul had a fight. Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it, but I just saw like I just saw clips on. I didn't even want to watch the highlight really because I was like, I can't.
Yeah, I didn't.
But I just saw what.
I'm not gonna lie. I think Jake Paul's boxing matches are entertaining. But they've mostly been entertaining because he just comes in and like knocks out his goofy-looking opponent in about 20 seconds. So they're always just fun to watch.
I get it, but I just think he needs to be fighting like actual.
Like you can sit there and watch all the fucking like normal boxing you want, where you know they take their time and you know they're jabbing each other. Sometimes you don't want to watch that. Sometimes you want to just watch Ben Askren fucking with his dad bod getting smacked up. Like that's what you want to watch by Jake Paul. But I don't know. This one was kind of just not as interesting or as good.
It was close. Apparently people are telling me this was close, but
honestly, what's his name? Tyron Woodley actually could have knocked him out. But instead, after he almost knocked Jake Paul out, instead he just decided to just sit back and watch and do nothing. He he gave up. He didn't do anything like the first 2 rounds. Then he started winning. Then he almost knocked Jake Paul out in the 4th round. And then after that, he just kind of gave up and just didn't do anything for the rest of the fight.
I saw that 4th round where he stumbled. Jake stumbled, didn't he? And everything.
Yeah, he hit him with like a big overhand right, and Jake Paul almost went over. Like if the ropes hadn't been there, Jake Paul would have gone onto his ass. But
yeah, he would. Yeah.
Mm.
Jake Paul won by decision, didn't he?
Yeah, he won by a split decision, which it really shouldn't have been a split decision because Tyron Woodley only won like 2 rounds out of 8. So like you do the
Yeah.
maths.
Yeah.
But for
I
some
don't know
reason,
what
one
was
judge, for some reason, one judge said he won the fight, which he just didn't.
Nah, I didn't. Nah, from what I was reading and what I watched, like the clips and that, it did not look like it's when Jake definitely won the fight there. Then, but yeah,
I was excited for the idea of watching Jake Paul versus Tommy Fury, but after seeing Tommy Fury fight on that card as well, I literally don't give two fucks about that fight anymore because Tommy Fury fought like shit.
it's not as it's not really as hyped.
Bro,
Like
Tommy Fury,
the
Tommy
hype.
Fury went in there with some randomer from America who's about half his size and did fuck all against him. Like he just kind of jabbed him and the guy like tripped over. Like it was fucking terrible.
This is what I mean with boxing. It doesn't feel. It's just not. I just don't think it's as good now. It's just like it's kind of just ruined now. What I feel.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I can see Jake Paul beating Tommy Fury.
Yeah, I
Imagine
can
that
see
shambles
now.
if Jake Paul beats them.
What is Tommy Fury's record?
I don't know. He's like 7, 8-0, but like all the people he's faced have had records of like 10 and 120 losses. Like 10 wins to 120 losses. Like, so he's not really fought. Neither of them have fought anyone good.
This is what I don't get. Like, it's just there's just no sort of competition here. This is just like this is like matchmaking on like a whole new level. It's basically what it's come to. But honestly,
I don't know.
I'm not looking forward. I'm not looking forward.
I still think Jake Paul's smart with. I still think Jake Paul's smart with how he markets his boxing, because he markets it in such a way where the only reason people watch Jake Paul fights is because they want to see Jake Paul get knocked out. But the thing is, he just keeps winning. So people just keep coming back to pay for more because they still just want to see Jake Paul lose.
See,
That's kind of the thing.
Like...
I feel like if Jake Paul... That's why I don't think Jake Paul is going to take an L anytime soon, because he is cherry-picking opponents. Because he knows that the minute he loses a fight, people lose interest. Because, we've seen Jake Paul lose now. No point coming back for the next one. That's the only reason people keep coming back to Jake Paul fights, is because they want to see Jake Paul lose. So I feel like he's kind of smart with how he markets it. I still fucking hate the guy, don't get me wrong, but I think he is smart.
I can see that as well. To be honest, like, I props then to him, like, for picking terrible opponents.
Yeah.
Then,
props Jake Paul. I hope Tommy Fury sparked you out, but I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I highly doubt as well.
Anyway, shall we move on to some actual fun news to talk about?
Yeah, let's actually talk about some fun news, yeah.
Right. We're going to stick with the Paul brothers, because this story is just incredibly funny. Have you seen the video of the guy on TikTok who quit his 100k job to try and work for Logan Paul, and Logan Paul essentially just said, nah, you're cool, but nah. He just walks off.
It's the fact that in the video,
it is the most like
video what made
shit I've ever seen. Right? You've seen the video, haven't you?
Yeah, I've seen the video. Yeah.
So the video starts with this guy in his car crying, like having a full-on breakdown, saying he just met Logan Paul and that he quit his 100k paying job. 100k, yeah. He said 100k a year. Like, deep how mad that is. 100k a year, right? He said he was 22 years old with a 100k a year job.
Yeah.
Imagine how mad that is, right? Already. Said he quit that job, found Logan Paul in Ohio at Jake Paul's fight, and he just went up to Logan Paul backstage after he'd already quit his job and was just like, hey Logan, I do TikTok, I do YouTube. Can I have a job? You know, I see you're massive now. Let me have a job. And Logan Paul's like, what? Who are you? Like, he's just so confused the entire encounter, and the guy just won't leave him alone. He's like, please, Logan, you know, I quit my job. I need a job from you. And Logan just sort of like doesn't know how to handle it, and in the end, he's just like, oh yeah, no, I can't give you a job because you know I don't know life either. Like, I'm a fuck up. Like, I can't give you a job. And the guy just won't leave him alone. He's just going, please, Logan, I need a job. Give me a job. And he's like, right, you should move to LA and talk to people, but I can't give you a job. And he walks off. And then the guy goes back to his car and he's crying. And he's like, did he think people would be sympathetic for him? Like, how did you think this was going to work? There's no world in which this plan could have worked.
Yeah, there was no way that he was gonna get it. It's the fact that oh my god, you know what made it worse, right? The fact that when Logan Paul asked him and said, "Oh, do you have any experience or anything like if anything?" and then the guy goes, "Nah, I don't."
Yeah, like sick one. You came to the job interview with nothing prepared.
Like, oh, sick mate. Yeah, he was like,
you didn't even do it right.
Nah. Oh, that made me laugh so much.
It's just like,
this guy.
Can you imagine being in Logan's shoes there? You're trying to do interviews about your brother's like big fight, and then some guy just comes up to you and asks for a job. And he's like, "Oh, please hire me," and he just won't leave you alone. What the fuck are you supposed to do in that situation?
Yeah, it's just awkward, really, isn't it? Because, like, you know, you don't want to give the person a job unless if they had experience, but clearly this guy had no experience at all. So,
it's like, bro, why would you quit your job after Logan Paul's given you a job? Don't quit your 100k a year job to go up to Logan Paul and say, "Give me a job," and when he says no, it's like. If the guy was trying to earn a little bit of clout, then I guess he did it. But he's essentially just getting his 15 minutes of fame because nobody's going to remember him by next month.
Yeah, no one will remember him, yeah.
So, it's like, what was he trying to achieve here? What was the plan? If the plan was to gain clout, then fair play, you've done it, but that clout's going to vanish ASAP. So, it's like, what have you achieved from this?
Honestly, this guy is the smartest person in the world, or either...
I don't even know his name already. I'm here talking about how his clout's going to vanish. I don't even remember what the guy's name was. Austin something.
I don't... Yeah, same. I don't even know who he is as well. I just saw the video and went, this guy's the biggest fucking idiot ever. That's literally what I said.
I love how he was just crying in his car afterwards as if he'd make people feel sorry for him. Like, no, you put yourself in that situation. You are fully in the wrong here.
Yeah, this guy's so... Nah, this guy... I don't even have any sympathy for this guy, but the fact that he's just gone and just, like, fully... The fact that... Did he sneak backstage as well? I can't remember if he snuck backstage.
I think it was like... Logan was in some sort of press area, and I think he snuck into there. Like, because he said, like, because Logan said, like, "Oh, do you have a ticket to the fight?" And he was like, "No, you know, I snuck here." It's like, so you didn't even, you came up to ask him for a job, and then you've just admitted you've illegally snuck into his brother's boxing match.
There was a
like, you've just made it worse for yourself. You're just making it worse.
There was a security guard at the end as well. I don't like behind Logan as well.
Yeah.
And he literally laughed it off as well. He literally laughed it off as well. He was like,
like no threat. The guy was like bright. Even before he went to his car and started crying, when he went up to Logan, he was like bright red and just sweating all over the place and already getting teary-eyed. It was like the guy clearly poses no fucking threat. Next news topic. China.
Oh yeah.
China and video games. Let's go. Yeah, China. So I sent you a news article on this last night. I think you said you already heard about it, though.
Heard a bit about this, yeah. Only a bit about this, yeah. I read the full article after, and I was like, "Oh shit, this is busy."
Bro, all right. So China officially, as of this month, has banned minors, so people under the age of 18, from playing video games on. Oh no, wait, yeah. So they banned minors from playing video games except for the days Saturday, Friday, and Sunday. Yes, I know that was out of order. It's early, and on public holidays. And even then, right? Do you know? So if you think obviously, yeah, banning video games from in China for people under the age of 18 on Mondays through Thursday, essentially. You think that'd be enough, yeah?
Yeah.
It gets worse, right? They're only allowed to play them on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and on holidays between the hours of 8 p.m. and 9 p.m.
8 p.m.
They're only allowed to play them for 1 hour on those specific days, and it has to be that hour specifically.
It's a bit of a...
This is such like... Surely this is such like a breach of freedoms, isn't it?
Yeah, this is just a stinker, really, from them.
It's insane. What the hell? If it was just from Mondays to Thursdays, that would be like understandable because kids have school and whatnot. But to ban them essentially on every single day except for 1 hour of a very specific hour.
Yeah.
Right. Essentially, this means they wouldn't be allowed. So let's put it like this: they're not allowed on that Xbox until this 1 hour, right?
Yes.
This Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. They're not allowed it on that until that hour, yeah? They get a new game. They want to play the new game. They get to that hour. Oh boy, they can play the game. Oh wait, they've got to install. They sit there. Oh, okay, my game's finally installed. I can play. Oh no, the hour's over. Guess I've got to wait till next Friday where I can play for 1 hour. It's like it's ridiculous.
Trying to install like GTA or something. Like when the next GTA comes out and everything. Oh my god, that'd be
through installing something like. If it's a huge game like GTA, you're gonna get through like halfway through installing it. Then you have to stop and wait to the next day so you can install it from 8 till 9 p.m. again. That's
I don't know. There could be like if it were trying to install games and everything. I thought maybe they could possibly like I don't know. I mean, leave the Xbox on or something, and then just like install it in the background, I guess, but not play it. I mean, but I don't know what is.
We say GTA. I don't even know if GTA is actually allowed in China.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, sure. No, I don't think it is actually. I don't think it is.
That's insane. Do you know what's even wilder? Is that people in America, there's actually been like parents in America saying like, this is a good idea. Why don't we have this in our country? And it's like, are you insane? This is a good idea.
Oh,
this is such like a breach. Like this is such like a breach of the children's like freedom. It's like how are they gonna have to go to school for all this time, and then you tell them what they can and can't do in their own home? How is this? It's such a breach of freedom.
They're Americans though. That's the thing. Americans.
Well, no, the China that I'm talking about still here.
No.
Like Americans aren't gonna follow this. Americans aren't gonna follow suit because America's all like freedom and patriotism and guns and we eat donuts. So. Yeah. It's not going to be in America, but in China, like, it feels like that's a massive breach of just, like, standard freedoms to the point where you're not even allowed to do shit in your own home anymore.
Yeah. No, wait, they can't even play mobile games, can't they?
Well, that's the thing I was thinking about as well. Say a majority of these kids probably play, I don't know, Fortnite.
Yeah.
Like, surely at those hours between 8 and 9 p.m., that is going to be incredibly like bad for servers of any online game, because you're just going to have hundreds of thousands of Chinese children just logging in between 8 and 9 p.m. Like, if it's an online game like Fortnite, that's going to fucking decimate their servers.
Their servers are going to get absolutely fucking demolished, but Jesus Christ. Especially just that sort of time period, but Jesus Christ.
We've got one more news topic. You were so confused by it. You were so baffled by this one. I don't know how you didn't hear about this.
No, I did not hear about this story, but
the Nirvana Baby man.
Yeah, I when I read the
so the Spencer Eldon, who is the baby featured on the iconic Nirvana cover, you know, the underwater one where the baby's trying to get the dollar.
Yeah.
Everyone knows it. Everyone's seen it. Yeah. Well, it turns out everyone has seen it, and because of that, Spencer Eldon is now suing Nirvana and the state of Kurt Cobain for producing child pornography.
This is just pissing me off at this rate. This thing here is just pissing me off. Because I read this thing and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Right, so it really makes no sense because for the past, like, how many years he has been embracing it. He even recreated the album cover a few years back, where he was in like swimming trunks in a pool, and apparently even then, like, he said to the photographer, "Oh, I'm gonna do it naked," and the photographer was like, "Yeah, I'd rather you not." So it's like he clearly embraced it for all this time, but now when he needs some money and some recognition, he's like, "Oh yeah, you know, I didn't ask for everyone to see me as a baby, so you know, I'm gonna sue Nirvana because they're all nonsense." It's like, really.
Agreeing to do
it's
something.
Like, this is never gonna hold up in court.
Agreeing to do something at the start to then be like, nah, I want the recognition and all this shit. You're not going to win this.
Yeah, like, his parents would have given consent at the time for that image to be used by Nirvana anyway. So it's like, it's never going to hold up.
He ain't going to win here. As much, whatever, how much money he
should be suing his parents, not Nirvana.
Yeah.
Doing it for the money.
I was about to say, he should be suing the parents. Why is he fucking suing them? Why?
I don't get it. I mean, he's clearly doing it for the recognition, nothing more, nothing less. And trying to make a buck out of it, like, because he's been embracing this album cover for God knows how many years, because it's all he's known for.
Yeah.
And now suddenly, it's all of a sudden, when he needs the money, all of a sudden it's a problem. It's like, it's not been a problem for the last 20 years. Why is it an issue now?
Yeah, this didn't make sense, but I just don't get it. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I really do not.
Essentially, he's just saying that Nirvana exploited him as a baby, and now he wants vengeance or something. Despite the fact he's never thought that way prior, so I guess he's just had a change of heart. I don't know. It's never gonna hold up. It's not gonna hold up in court anyway. So,
I mean, here's another thing as well. Maybe because, like, you know, he was a child and everything like that. Obviously, he wanted, and his parents, you know, like, you know, made.
Yeah. Like, I can kind of see where he's coming from when he says, like, "Oh, it's an issue. I shouldn't have been photographed this way." Like, I kind of get that. But at the same time, you've been promoting it and talking about it and having it be your, like, one definable thing throughout your career is like, you're just going to go back on it now and pretend that it's an issue when it's never been an issue to you before. But yeah, it's not going to hold up in court. Nothing's going to come up. Like, what does he expect to gain out of this? Like, all Nirvana album covers in the world must be changed or something. Like, all he's doing it for is to make some quick money, get some recognition.
He's. The fact that when I read the article and it read things about like sex workers or something like that, I remember reading that bit and
apparently he was treated. Yeah, apparently he's saying now he was treated like a sex worker.
Like, shut the
it's
fuck
like
up,
sick
man.
one.
But what I was saying earlier,
I guess Nirvana were all nonsense. Like,
what I was saying earlier as well, I was saying how like, obviously he was young, so obviously his parents probably like made him do it, and obviously he didn't know what was going on then and everything. But in all fairness, still he should be blaming the parents, not the actual.
Yeah, if he's got an issue with it, surely he should be blaming his parents because they're the ones who would have made him do it.
Yeah, exactly.
No one else would have forced him into doing that other than his parents.
His parents.
I don't even like Nirvana like that, but it's just a funny story.
It's so retarded. It's honestly the most retarded story I read for all of these. You sent me and everything, but
I would be shocked if Spencer Elden sort of wins out of all of this and he gets a bunch of money from Nirvana. I don't see it happening though. I see a judge just straight up throwing it out of the court, saying, "Yeah, there's no grounds for it."
I really want to know who actually wins this now. I want to see who actually wins this because there's no way. If he actually does win it, my God, that's insane.
Yeah.
Not how we will, but.
Right. I think that's all our news topics done. We've got 2 more segments.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Kush, have you heard about? Right. First of all, I need to intro this.
Okay.
So we have talked a little bit about animated shows on this podcast, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
We talked about Rick and Morty, The Simpsons, South Park. And one I've mentioned quite regularly is a well-known show called Family Guy.
Yes, you did.
Which I have consistently berated, called ridiculously unfunny, over the top edgy, and have actually also called straight up the worst animated show that's on TV today.
Yeah. You said, yeah.
I would like to retract that statement. I would like to formally apologise to Family Guy, to Mr. Peter Griffin, and to Big Bollocks Seth MacFarlane. And I would like to apologise to them and to that show because I have found a new show. I wouldn't say I found actually. It's a lot of people sort of know about it.
Yeah, a lot of people.
There's a new show streaming via HBO Max, animated, and I'm gonna straight up say it. It is the worst piece of animated shite I have ever seen in my fucking life. It is garbage. It is straight up crap. There is nothing redeemable about it. I'm talking, of course, about HBO Max brand new animated show, Family Guy. Oh, no, wait, not Family Guy. The Prince. But you'd think it was Family Guy because it's another fucking Family Guy clone. Yeah. Because there wasn't enough of them. You've got all those ones like fucking Brickleberry and Paradise PD. All those fucking like ones that are rip-off Family Guy. This is another one in the pile. But I would say this one is probably the fucking worst.
I don't know how it's even happened.
Sent you the trailer for this show. Did you watch it?
Watched the trailer of it and I wasn't a fan of it. I generally I did not like it.
Right. So, there's a lot I hate about this show. Let's rewind a little bit and talk about the premise.
I want to hear this because I know you had so much.
The premise for this show is that it's an American show created by this American guy called Gary Janetti, whose main past work experience involves working on Family Guy and apparently being funny on either TikTok or Instagram or something like that. I don't know.
Oh wow, mad! I didn't.
He's the creator of this show. And the premise for this show is it's about the royal family, England's royal family. Now, despite what you think about the royal family aside, personally, I'm not the biggest royal family fan. Like, I don't
is anyone
give two shits about them.
Is anyone though? That's the thing.
But this show is... I'm all for making fun of the royal family. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I'm nothing wrong with having a joke at the royal family's expense.
Yeah.
But this show takes the fucking biscuit with how distasteful it is towards the royals. How distastefully bad. And I think what puts me off the most about this is that the main focus of this show is on Prince George. And it's like, it's not like... And what this show does is it turns him into sort of this, like... It turns him into Stewie Griffin, essentially. Just is awful to everybody, only cares about himself, says really, like, awful lines, and is just, like, the stereotype gay person. Yeah. A bit like what Stewie Griffin's become in Family Guy.
Yeah.
Now, first of all, you've just imitated Stewie Griffin, so this isn't an original character already. But I could forgive that more if this wasn't a real fucking 8-year-old child you were making fun of. It's not like this is your own character that you've turned into a joke. You're literally taking the piss out of a real child. Yeah. It's so distasteful and so bad.
It's not good.
They make fun of his sister Charlotte as well. They're just like, fair enough taking the piss out of the Queen and out of Harry and Meghan. Fine if you want to do that. But leave the kids alone. Why are you going after them?
Yeah.
How fucking warped must your sense of humor be to think that it's fun to take the piss out of real children?
Yeah,
it's really fucking bad.
I was hoping I saw more towards like the Queen and all that, but and then I saw.
If you're gonna make a show taking the piss out of the Queen or Harry or Meghan or William or Charles or whoever, that's fine. But leave the kids out of it. Why are you fucking going after them? Why are you taking the piss out of them the focus of your show? It's just dodgy. It's just really dodgy.
Yeah, it's pretty weird. I wouldn't. Yeah.
It's not like they're even like fictional characters. They're real people. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know how it even came across, knowing that.
Yeah,
the royal family were willing to do this as well. Like,
but I thought, right, I can't judge this show just based on a dreadful trailer and a really weird premise. You know, I thought I better give it the benefit of the doubt. I'll watch a bit of it and I'll see how it is. So I watched the first episode.
Oh, here we go. And tell me about it. What was it like?
Oh my, bro. It
was it targeted?
Can I set up the opening joke for you, right? I'm going to describe to you the opening joke of the very first episode of this show. The joke that's meant to reel you in and make you like like this show. Right? Oh my god. So the opening joke, right, is Charles is sat at the table. I think it's Prince Charles, like the old one, who's going to be next in line. William's dad, I believe.
Yeah, that's Prince Charles. Yeah, I think that is. Yeah,
I think so. I don't know. It starts with them. They're all sat at the table. Charles turns to Camilla. Is it? I think. And he says like, "Oh, nice weather" or something, or he says some like real throwaway line.
Yeah.
And the Queen just stops, slams on the table, and tells him to shut the fuck up. And then Prince George across the table goes, "You look lovely today, Gram. I can't believe they didn't cast Angelina Jolie to play you in The Crown." Like, what? Where is the joke there? Here's the fucking joke. Why does he say that to her? Why does she shout at Charles, telling him to shut the fuck up?
Might be my new favourite show.
Where is the joke? Where is that funny? Where is that funny? Where the fuck is the comedy? Some shit happens for a bit. George just talks. And then fucking... Oh, this is where it gets really bad, right? Fucking Prince Philip.
Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no.
So, Prince Philip in this show is essentially a walking corpse. All of his lines being... And so Prince Philip says the line... And Prince George goes, "Oh, you look lovely as well today, Grandpa. Everybody in this family is so sexy." And that's the end of the scene. That's the end of the scene.
Yeah, he actually says, "Everyone here looks sexy."
Yes. Prince Philip goes, and Prince George goes, "Yes, you look hot today as well, Grandpa. Everyone in this family is sexy."
How has this show even been made?
Don't fucking know. It's not funny in the slightest. The Prince Philip comedy. I'm not even taking the piss when I say that's how they do Prince Philip. First of all, it feels really awful to have him in this show as well, just after he's died. And second of all, like that's literally how they do him. He just spouts like nonsense lines. Like he just fucking like mumbles and does what I did. That's literally how they do Prince Philip in this show. It's really fucking bad. It's so distasteful.
Do you reckon the royal family have watched the first episode?
Absolutely not. And I beg they do. Right. So here's the stereotypes of the characters. Prince George is Stewie Griffin. He's effeminate. He's a dickhead to everybody. He doesn't understand how the world works. Yeah. He thinks he's smarter and better than everyone. That's his character, right?
Okay, yeah.
He's got a butler who's essentially Brian Griffin, if Brian Griffin was an obedient and just listened to everything Stewie said. Like, the butler serves fucking nothing to this show. He's just there for Prince George to make jokes at his expense.
Okay.
And right. So the rest of the plot of the first episode, right? Do you want to know what the rest of the plot of the first episode is? After that really inspirational opening scene,
let's hear it.
The rest of the episode focuses on the fact that some random American celebrity unfollowed Prince George on Instagram, and now he's focused on trying to get her to follow him back. Fucking peak comedy that is. Fucking hell, peak fucking comedy. Jesus Christ, what a team of writers. Right, and anyway, the rest of the characters. So Harry and Meghan are there. They're in America. And you know,
wait, retract that. They're in America.
Yeah, they're not with the rest of the royal family. They're in America. Harry and Meghan are just like in real life, I guess.
Oh yeah, shit. Yeah.
And Harry and Meghan are apparent in this show. They're trying to have like normal lives. It doesn't work because apparently Harry's spoon-fed and doesn't understand how the world works. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I give him that.
Prince Philip's there, like I said. He has been reduced to a walking fucking zombie who just spouts nothing. And that's the whole joke, is that the character is a zombie. It's really fucking distasteful and awful.
It's good, but it is pretty bad.
How this was allowed after his death, because this show came out recently. Like, this isn't an old show. This came out in August.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how they allowed that so close to his death is just beyond me. Prince, fucking what's his name? Charles and Camilla are there. Camilla has no character. Charles' character is that he is completely obedient to his mum, and that he's essentially just like a 10-year-old who just listens to everything his mum says.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh, wait till I tell you how they do the Queen. Wait till I fucking tell you how they do the Queen, right?
I'm
Prince William and Kate are there. and they have no character.
Oh,
Neither of them have any character at all, other than William just looks really ugly.
That's just shit then.
And what's her fate? Their daughter, Charlotte, is there.
Yeah.
She contributes nothing, other than being George's sister. She's just kind of there.
Okay, fair enough.
She doesn't really do anything. And then for some reason, there's this one random kid who apparently lives in Buckingham Palace, who's got a really thick Cockney accent and just randomly shows up, says a few lines, and disappears again. And nobody knows. Even in the show, they don't know why he's there. Like, they don't tell you anything about this kid. He's just there, says a few lines in funny Cockney accent, and then disappears. It's like, what's the point? Why is he there?
But it's just a shitty little Easter egg that they're just thrown in. But I don't know. That's what it seems like.
Front and center on the poster.
Oh, okay, then.
With George and Charlotte. He's like front and center on the poster for the show.
Oh, okay, then.
I don't even know why he's there. He doesn't fucking do anything. He shows up, says a few Cockney lines, and then vanishes.
Okay, then I have no idea. Then I'm completely lost then.
Right. And then we get to the Queen, right? Do you want to know what the Queen's big funny characterization is?
I actually want to hear this. I want to know what she's actually like. All right, what's it?
She's abusive and she swears a lot.
I can see that.
There's a fucking...
I could picture that.
After that first scene where she tells Charles to shut the fuck up, she has one more scene in that first episode, right?
Yeah.
Where she's sleeping on the sofa, and George comes to wake her up, right?
Yeah.
And do you want to know what really funny thing the Queen does?
Does he just turn to fuck off?
She wakes up, she pulls a gun on George, she starts firing a gun everywhere and says, "Don't fucking wake me up! I fucking hate it!" And then she proceeds to say fucking about 20 more times while speaking to Prince George. Not any other swear words, just the word fucking. Just
maybe
constantly.
I didn't see the gun.
It's like, wow, such funny. You said F word. Ha ha ha. Like, what the fuck is this humor?
I think the gun is just obscene. Like I don't know why I see it. Maybe she just like.
You know what this show feels like, right?
What does it feel like?
It feels like it's cloned, right? The comedy of Family Guy and Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Which are both really unfunny, awful shows already.
My Big Mouth is alright.
It's taken those really awful shows, it's combined them, and then it's tried to do British humour, while also taking the piss out of British people. Because haha, look, they're British, isn't it funny?
But they all have very bad teeth as well. But just the stereotype.
I think some of them had kind of bad teeth. All of them are designed to look really ugly. So I guess have that. British people.
There you go. There's apparently a stereotype there. There you go. Apparently. Yeah.
I mean, the stereotype from Americans is that British people are ugly, but
apparently so. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some really bad British accents being done.
They mention anything to do with biscuits or tea or anything like that?
They reference tea a lot, yeah.
Oh, there you go. Okay, fair enough.
George is usually drinking tea in the show. Yeah, it's dreadful. It's straight up awful. There's no other words I can use to describe it. You've kind of got to see it to believe just how fucking bad it is.
If I had to pick a favorite character,
not
it's
funny in the slightest. Like, I can get past the royal family piss take if your show was actually funny, which it is not. It is not funny in the slightest. It's the biggest pile of shite I've ever seen.
I can't believe it, right? That this guy had the opportunity to actually, take the piss out of the royal family, to create a whole new show and everything like that. And then they've gone with this. It's not even that funny at all.
Honestly, bro, you need to try and at least watch the first episode. If nothing else, just to see how bad the opening scene is. Where George says that, the family looks sexy. Like, watch that. like just try and watch the show just for at least that one scene.
Yeah. Watch the first episode, and I'll give you my insight on what I thought of on the episode in the next episode when we'll talk about it. How about
that?
Give
Imagine being American.
I don't know.
And with that, we've lost our entire American audience.
Wait, what were you talking about? The accents and them? You mentioned about the accents.
Right, so they have a really like big voice cast in it. Like fucking Orlando Bloom's in this.
Oh shit! Oh, okay.
So like they got some pretty big names, right? But some of the actors they got in this clearly like just can't do, like some of the American voice actors they have in this clearly just can't do British accent. Sorry.
I was about to say, who's
that more evident with the guy playing Prince George? So the guy who created this show, Gary Janetti, right? He's the one who's voicing Prince George.
Yeah.
And he cannot do a British accent to save his life. And the problem is, he's trying to do a British accent while also doing like that like stereotypical like gay voice. Where it's like, oh, you look so hot today. You look amazing today. Like the stereotypical like gay person voice. You know, like Stewie Griffin's got.
Yeah. I get you.
He's trying to do that. He's trying to do that, replicate Stewie Griffin, and do a British accent all rolled into one. And it does not work because he sounds so American most of the time. Like you can very faintly hear him trying to be British. It is fucking it's awful. It's the worst attempt at a British accent I've ever seen.
I'm just looking at some of the cast here, and yeah, this doesn't work.
It's downright terrible. Like, can we just, as a race, can we just stop making Family Guy clones?
Yeah.
Like, it's just boring at this point. Why does every new animated show have to be a rip-off of Family Guy? Family Guy was a rip-off to begin with, like.
Yeah, it was actually, yeah.
Like, Family Guy was a rip-off of The Simpsons to begin with. Why is everything now just a rip-off of Family Guy?
Honestly, who knows? Like,
who knows?
Who flipping knows?
Like, let's just stop with the... To be honest, I don't see them making another season of The Prince.
I was gonna say, I don't think this show will last long.
When I saw the first season, when I saw the first trailer, The Prince screamed cancelled after one season to me, to be honest.
I don't see this show going any longer.
Yeah, even if the show was funny, I don't see there being another season.
I
don't see HBO Max trying to redo this.
I'll say they stopped like 5 seasons in or something like that, or maybe 4, probably something less even.
Yeah,
maybe this might be the final season. No.
Oh man, imagine. How will I get more of Prince George and his antics?
This could be the final season and it's done.
Yeah.
Oh,
it was ass. It was straight up ass. It was absolutely terrible. Yeah, Gary Janetti, you're a hack writer. Stop.
I'm actually gonna watch the first episode now. I'm really gonna watch it, and then I'll actually give my opinion on it and see what I actually.
Or you just become a big fan.
I'm very curious now. I just want to see the Queen just swearing. I really want to just hear this Queen just swearing, and yeah, that's it. Really.
Sounds nothing like the Queen. Like straight up, it doesn't sound like the Queen.
I've just seen who plays as the actor, and I'm like, I swear I've heard some of the stuff, and
nobody is doing a good impression in this show. Like straight up, nobody is doing a good impression.
Anyone who's cast in the show, are they actually British?
I'm pretty sure Orlando Bloom is British, isn't he?
Hey,
he's the only one I know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure. I'll put in Orlando Bloom. I'm pretty sure he's British at least.
Let me have a look.
He's from Kent.
Yeah.
Bro, he used to be Will Turner. What the fuck? Why is he in this now? Pirates of the Caribbean is so good. Like, sorry, can we go on a tangent here? Pirates of the Caribbean, so fucking good.
Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean is fucking Yeah, I'm considering watching it again as well. I'm not even kidding you. I'm actually considering watching it again.
Right. Final topic for today. We're not going to do any quizzes or stuff. I liked your room one, your room character bit from last week. Or the week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess. That was good. Although I didn't notice something.
Yeah.
You got the drug dealer's name wrong.
What did we say his drug dealer? What was the drug dealer's name we said?
Drug dealer's name was Dan. If you're a real Root fan, you know that the drug dealer's name is Chris R.
Fuck's sake.
Why he's called Chris R, nobody knows.
I didn't pick that up, but I just saw, I was like, I remember his name was Dan, but I didn't remember.
The actor who played him, his name was Dan.
Oh shit!
I think that's why you got it mixed up. Yeah, the actor who played him.
I think I got mixed up there.
You said you watched the Disaster Artist, didn't you?
I did, and I loved it.
What did you think? I love the Disaster Artist.
Loved it. I only
I had the book for the Disaster Artist.
Oh shit!
I have the book as well. Like, I fucking love the Disaster Artist.
Disaster Artist is fucking amazing.
I mean, James Franco's a little dodgy, but other than that,
James Franco, yeah, he was a bit, but
not even just in this film, just in general, he's a bit dodgy. You know, with all the allegations that came out and whatnot. But other than that, the film is great.
The film is fucking brilliant. I love the bit. I love.
Did you watch the end credit scene for the Disaster Artist?
Shit, I forgot where it was going. I remember the
credit scene with Tommy Wiseau in it.
Maybe I did actually. I just can't remember. I can't remember. Shit. Wait. I can remember there was an end credit. Actually, I think I skipped past it because I didn't know that if there was or not.
If you need to go back, rewatch the Disaster Artist, and wait through the end credits. There's an end credit scene where James Franco's Tommy Wiseau meets the real Tommy Wiseau, and it's brilliant.
Ah, shit. That sounds good then. I think I probably did see it. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure.
No, I love that movie. I want to try and get Paul to watch that movie as well now.
Oh, Paul will love the movie. It's fucking brilliant.
Oh, I can't wait till Christmas. If you want another bad movie night, I know the perfect one for Christmas.
Oh, we should do another one. We should do another like bad movie sort of like watch.
I'm gonna name drop it on the podcast because I want to see if anyone else knows it. For Christmas, around Christmas, I would like to get you and Paul over so we can get drunk and watch a little masterpiece I like to call Rap City Street Kids. Believe in Santa.
Oh no.
It's animated, and it's better than The Prince. God, when you see this, it will blow your fucking mind, honestly. You think The Room is bad? Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Oh, this should be fun then. I'm looking forward to this one.
We need to watch The Incredible Bulk at some point too. Not The Incredible, The Amazing Bulk. There we go. That's it.
The Amazing Bulk. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's great. I've got some bad movies to show you lot, my guys. Right. Anyway, the Spider-Man trailer dropped. This is pretty old news now, but we're still going to talk about it. So, in the last podcast, you mentioned this, but Mr. Piggott said he wasn't watching the trailer.
Oh, he didn't.
So that kind of makes our job hard because we're supposed to talk about the trailer, but we're not allowed because Paul doesn't want to get spoiled. But Paul's not here this week, so we're going to take this opportunity to talk about Spider-Man No Way Home.
No Way Home, yep.
And talk about some of our theories. So, spoilers for the trailer. In 3, 2, 1. Holy shit, Doc Ock and Green Goblin are back. Holy shit.
And he looks fucking amazing. My fucking god. He couldn't have looked any fucking good. Oh my god.
Bro, the minute that pumpkin bomb dropped, oh my god. Willem Dafoe as well in the background.
Oh,
like, that's Willem Dafoe. I know that laugh when I hear it.
Yeah. I'm so looking forward to him as well.
Alfred Molina as Doc Ock. I didn't believe the rumors. I thought, oh, if he's in it, he'll be like a brief cameo.
Yeah, I was like, oh, please don't bring us a mini cameo. If they're gonna go whole back into like the multiverse thing, please actually make him like there's so many villains in this movie as well. Actually, there's so many villains that apparently
don't do to Alfred Molina what you did to fucking Evan Peters. Do these characters with respect. No more Ralph Boners, please. I can't take another one.
Yeah, please don't do like.
Do not turn Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin into a fucking meme.
This seems promising. I know the
Raimi films are already memes, but don't turn them into an even worse meme.
This seems more promising now. So there's some potential here.
Those Raimi Spider-Man movies still hold up, by the way. Without a doubt, they absolutely hold up.
I don't know if you knew, but Spider-Man, the first Spider-Man movie, and I believe the other two are going to come on Netflix soon, actually, in October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'm actually looking forward to watching all of them, actually. It's pretty good.
I've been watching them on Amazon Prime. It's so good. Even Spider-Man 3. I don't care what anyone says. Spider-Man 3 is fucking amazing. I love that film.
Yeah, you know what? It's not that. I don't mind it.
Yeah, I know Venom sucks in that movie, but I still low-key kind of prefer Venom in Spider-Man 3 than I did Venom in his own movie.
To be fair, I'm not gonna lie to you. I agree with you there too.
Because I wasn't a fan of Venom with Tom Hardy, to be honest. I thought that movie kind of sucked.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't like the movie. I didn't mind Venom, Tom Hardy in it, but you know, I would still say Venom from the movie to be better, 100%.
Yeah, I can't wait for this movie. The other stuff all look really cool as well. The idea of the world knowing Peter Parker is Spider-Man. I think people are looking a little bit too much in the trailer and getting a little bit too hyped over stuff that might not be there though.
Yeah.
Because you also had people saying, "Oh, in that interrogation room, the guy who slams the papers on the desk is Daredevil, Matt Murdock." And then there's like other people like, "Oh, this isn't Doctor Strange. This is Mephisto." Because that's still a meme, apparently, to say that everyone is Mephisto. And then everyone's like, "Oh, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield are gonna play huge, huge roles in this movie."
I don't think they're going to be huge. I don't think they'll be huge in this movie, to be honest. I'll be really honest. I don't think they will.
I've also seen people saying Venom's going to be in this movie and they're going to tie the Venom movies into the MCU.
Nah, I don't see that happening.
I've even heard some people saying that apparently Venom is actually a part of the MCU now and it's like quietly been inserted. Which, I mean, when Marvel says so, I'll believe it, but...
Heard little things about it, but I wouldn't say. I mean, firstly, I wouldn't say he's not connected to the MCU and all that. But
yeah, Spider-Man's looking very good though. Honestly,
he's looking very sharp. I really hope they don't let it down.
I did this one talking about the Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield stuff.
Yeah.
Look back on the trailer in that final bit with Doc Ock.
Yeah.
And look at the suit Tom Holland's wearing. Like, not the Spider-Man suit, the actual suit he's wearing. And then compare it to the suit Peter Parker was wearing in that scene from Spider-Man 3 when he's fighting New Goblin at the start. The suits look identical.
That could be Tobey Maguire then, I guess, maybe.
Not only that, but is it just me, or does Tom Holland's face look a little bit Photoshop, or not Photoshop? Does Tom Holland's face look a little bit superimposed in that shot after the Hello Peter bit?
I mean,
I don't know. I'm just saying, I would not be surprised if that's actually Tobey Maguire in that scene, and they've replaced him with Tom Holland just to throw people off.
Yeah. I think.
Because as well, realistically, if that's Doc Ock appearing in that scene, he's not going to say "Hello, Peter" to Tom Holland's Spider-Man, is he? Because that's not going to make any sense between the characters.
Yeah, it makes more sense with
if he's going to be
saying,
if he's going to be saying "Hello, Peter," surely he's going to be saying that to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. Because apparently this is the same Doc Ock from Spider-Man 2.
You know what I vision in my head right now? You know, in Endgame, you know when they went back in time, and then when they went to New York and they panned to the shot to, the whole Avengers, that mass, they were gathered up and they basically replayed the clip from the first Avengers movie.
Yeah.
I kind of have that sort of vision in my head that they would do that with No Way Home. Like are they gonna play, like, I don't know. There's some sort of that sort of vision in my head that they'll probably play like the same clip, same scene from like the previous Spider-Man movies, but like just bring it into this, because like it's a whole link with like the multiverse and everything like that. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
But
I just really hope there's not too much going on in this movie, because I don't know. This movie looks really cool.
Yeah.
But it does also seem like there is a fucking lot happening in this film.
Yeah, it does.
You've
like
got all the stuff at the start of the trailer about Spider-Man's identity being revealed. It's like, alright, that already looks like that's going to take up about 20 minutes, 30 minutes of the movie.
I hope that doesn't take too long, actually. I
then
really
you've
hope
got all the stuff with Doctor Strange being introduced. It's like, okay, how long's that all going to take?
Okay, that's like, I hope that's not too long. Because all he wants to do is just erase his memory.
And then you've got all the stuff with the spell.
Yeah.
Then you've got the multiverse being broken apart. Then you've got what looks like a fight scene between Doctor Strange and Spider-Man, like with the train stuff and Doctor Strange making his soul go out of his body and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then on top of all of that, you've got the multiverse Sinister Six with Green Goblin and Doc Ock, at least confirmed. And then most likely Electro too, because Jamie Foxx is in this movie.
Apparently he's in this movie as well.
And then on top of all of that already confirmed stuff in the trailer, you've got the potential to see Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. It's like, how much is actually going to be happening in this movie? And like, how are we gonna have time for all of this? Like, this movie looks like it's gonna need to be like 3 hours long.
I think the last like 45 minutes of the movie is going to be like the huge battle between like I feel there's going to be some sort of battle where Spider-Man collides with all the other. That's what I have a feeling of.
You know, I just feel like I'm really hyped for this movie, but at the same time, I'm low-key worried there's maybe too much going on. Because you're doing a story about Spider-Man's identity being revealed. You're doing a team-up movie about Doctor Strange and Spider-Man. And on top of that, which is already a lot to do in a movie, you're also doing a multiverse movie where you introduce the Spider-Verse into the live-action movies.
Yeah, like I don't want them to lose track.
As well as adding in the Sinister Six and 2 other Spider-Men.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it just feels like it's a little bit much. Like, am I the only one?
I reckon, now you say that, I reckon it won't be I reckon it will just be like, not a cameo, could you say? Like...
I don't think it's a cameo. I don't think if Maguire and Garfield are in it, I don't think it'll be a cameo, but I don't think they'll be in it for that long either.
I think obviously when they go back in time, and everything, obviously, Holland wants to reunite with Zendaya because they remember in the trailer that apparently all their memories have been erased and all that. Like, so obviously, Tom Holland wants to be best friends. He wants like Ned, and obviously wants to get refreshes Zendaya's and as well and everything. But obviously you got the whole link here. I just don't want them to go off track with like the whole what the purpose of the movie is about and everything. You know what I mean? But obviously it's great to have like mini cameos as well and everyone, like obviously bringing Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and all the other villains as well. So like that's good as well. I'm just hoping it just doesn't like go off track with what the main purpose.
Right. So we all know Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is coming out soon, right?
Yeah.
And I reckon, like, the plot of Multiverse of Madness will be sort of focused on, Wanda going into the multiverse to get her children.
Yes.
And, the fact that the multiverse is fucking broken right now because of Wanda, Spider-Man, and Loki.
Yeah, they fucked it up big time. Well, Loki fucked it up big time.
Yeah.
Loki was big time.
Fucking Doctor Strange and Spider-Man fuck it up in this trailer as well. So nobody really knows who's fucked it up at this point.
Yeah, no one knows really at this rate, yeah.
But, so I reckon a lot of Multiverse of Madness will probably deal with Doctor Strange trying to fix the broken multiverse.
Yeah.
But I could also potentially see an ending of this movie that ends with Tom Holland Spider-Man getting lost in the multiverse.
Yeah.
And one of Doctor Strange's tasks in Multiverse of Madness being he having to go into the multiverse to try and get their universe's Spider-Man back.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
I can kind of see that potentially happening, especially with the setup of Doctor Strange in this movie.
Yeah.
Because the events of this movie are going to lead straight into Multiverse of Madness. So, I don't know. And, with Sam Raimi, who directed the original Spider-Man movies, doing Multiverse of Madness as well.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can kind of see something like that happening.
I can see that. You know what? Let me tell you something that might blow. This is what a friend of mine told me. This might blow your mind a bit. Might blow your mind. They heard. Apparently, Ned.
Yeah.
Apparently, he might be a villain. Apparently he's like a villain in this. Apparently, that is something my friend told me about, and I was shocked when I heard. I was like, I don't know, like they said something else about it, but I can't remember exactly what they said. But they said I remember they saying that Ned could be a villain in this movie.
I would incredibly doubt it. That does not sound realistic.
No, it doesn't. But that's what they told me, and I was like, at first I was like, that's very off. But I mean, I don't know. Also, to Strange apparently being a villain as well. Apparently, that's something that I've been hearing as well.
Where all the Doctor Strange is actually Mephisto stuff starts coming in.
Yeah.
Or Doctor Strange is really a villain in disguise.
Yeah.
I can kind of see it looking like there is a fight scene between them. But at the same time, in the fight scene, Doctor Strange is using all of his actual powers. So...
Yeah. So I don't...
It's like, is he a villain, or is Spider-Man doing something desperate and Doctor Strange being like, nah, you can't do that, sorry?
Yeah, is he like trying to stop him? Yeah, because, it's good to know how, like, after, Iron Man, ever since Iron Man's gone, man goes up to, he can talk to anyone, the closest person he can go to speak to is Doctor Strange, because obviously he met him in Infinity War and everything like that,
Well, I guess when his identity is revealed, it's kind of going to go to just someone he knows he could trust in a situation.
Exactly, yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah. So
plus, he and Doctor Strange did like travel space together. So
exactly, yeah, that's why I was bringing it up in that. But yeah, it's good, it's good that because in Infinity, I enjoyed, I really enjoyed having, Strange and
yeah, but how do you think this movie will end then? You think it'll end with you think it'll end with
I think it will end in good terms. I think it will end with of the base of the movie, the Tom Holland and Zendaya will be back together in the previous. But now you brought up the fact that you said that he might get lost in the multiverse and everything, and then it sets up in the Multiverse of Madness how Strange goes back. I can see that potentially happening. I'm not even kidding with you. The multiverse is fucked already anyway, so
yeah,
the Multiverse of Madness, they're gonna have to try and do something about it, and make sure everything is back on track again. So yeah, I can see that. I can see
a last-minute team-up at the end of the movie between the 3 Spider-Men and Doctor Strange against the Sinister Six, which ultimately culminates in Tom Holland's Spider-Man doing something big and dramatic at the end, which causes the Sinister Six and the Spider-Men to go back to their own universes, but also causes Tom Holland's Spider-Man to be sucked in and lost in the multiverse as well. With the movie ending on Doctor Strange preparing an expedition into the multiverse to go get him back. I can also see Wanda showing up in the post-credit scene potentially.
Wanda 100%. I think will in the end credit scene for this.
I can see a post-credit scene being a potential teaser to a future to Doctor Strange.
Yeah, I can see that 100% happening as well, and it'll be really good. It's really good.
You know who I want to see in Multiverse of Madness or No Way Home though?
Who do you want to see?
Mr. Ditkovich, the greatest Spider-Man villain of all time.
We're not talking about this.
Do you know who he is?
Yes, I know who he is.
Rent! Give me rent!
No, we're not. No, we're not.
You'll get your rent when you fix this damn door!
Oh my god, yo, if they
You are a good woman, I am good man. What a guy. My favourite Spider-Man villain.
Oh my god. If he actually can make a mini little cameo, I would respect this movie. This movie is looking like it's going to be one of the best. I
mean, what's mad is J.K. Simmons is already there as well, as J. Jonah, because he was already there already.
Yeah. I have a question. Do you reckon Mysterio will appear in this movie?
Maybe.
Because people's been talking about. I said I don't think he will. Because
if not Mysterio, I can kind of see the Vulture showing up.
Yeah.
And being part of the Sinister Six.
Yeah.
Because it looks like the Sinister Six so far is Doc Ock, Green Goblin, Electro, and then potentially Sandman.
I was going to say, I think Sandman's making an appearance in this as well.
Potentially the Lizard.
Yeah,
I can kind of see the last one being either Mysterio or the Vulture from Homecoming / No Way Home. And then think about it. Then you've got at least one villain from all 3 movie eras of Spider-Man.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
You got Doc Ock, Green Goblin, and Sandman from Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. You'd have Lizard and Electro from the Amazing Spider-Man movies. And then you'd have either the Lizard or Mysterio, not the Lizard, either the Vulture or Mysterio from Homecoming / Far From Home. And then you've got one villain from all 3 eras of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, who would you rather have? Would you have the Vulture or would you have Mysterio as Tom Holland's villain?
I feel like Mysterio would fit the plot better.
Yeah.
But Vulture makes the most sense considering that Quentin Beck is supposedly dead.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I reckon that I think it'd be Vulture. Because it continues off and he's already dead in that era and they're going back into the multiverse. He could appear, but because obviously he was alive before in the multiverse and anything. But yeah, I can still see the Vulture coming back. That would be pretty good actually. I didn't mind him.
I think they should do that though. If they're going to do a multiversal Sinister Six, that's what they should do. They should have Goblin, because the only 2 we really know for certain are Electro, Green Goblin, and Doc Ock.
Yeah.
So it's like who the other? Of course, you see a lot of sand in the trailer at one point, which leads you to believe Sandman's going to be one of the villains.
Yeah.
You also see the big lizardy looking thing that jumps out at Tom Holland towards the end of the trailer.
Yeah, I
which
think I
leads you to
remember.
believe that's going to be the Lizard, obviously.
Yeah.
And then you've also got, but then that leaves open one more space for a villain. And I feel like that should be a Holland villain and should be either Mysterio or Vulture or someone like that.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
think
seeing Vulture back would be cool though.
I didn't mind him as a bit. I didn't mind him. I thought he was all right.
Just if they can get Michael Keaton to be in the movie, I guess.
Yeah, I hope he actually does, but we'll see if he actually does. But I feel it would make more sense with having him than Mysterio.
I mean, if I'm talking about trying to get Michael Keaton in the movie. I feel like getting Jake Gyllenhaal in is probably a harder thing to accomplish. But
yeah, actually, yeah, shit.
Anyway, I think we're in a good enough place to wrap it up.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we might as well there.
All right, this has been a shambles episode of the M.K.P Podcast.
We apologize, people, but yeah.
We've tried, but it kind of we had some better plans for this episode, and obviously with Paul it would have been better, but it is what it is. Keep an eye out for some stuff coming soon, and we will see you in 2 weeks with episode 23.
Yes, 23.
I have been Matt, joined by Kush.
Yep.
Hold on 1 second, sorry.
He's about.
Here we go. You can find us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, YouTube, Anchor, Pocket Cast, Breaker, and Radio Public.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Some love, guys.
Yep. And with that, we will see you next time. See you later. Take care. Peace out. Bye.
Hey.